Sick of being quiet, the silence got my screws loose. They tiptoeing in our blood like the juice loose. Back to my roots, I wrote this eating couscous. Wordsmith in the game, run it back like I'm deuce deuce.
My name is Jamar Allen. I'm a native of Cary, North Carolina. 35 years old, and I've been rapping for 10 years. A couple of my biggest influences, definitely Tupac, hands down. Just his transparency, his vulnerability, his fearlessness not to address issues. And one of the newer ones is Jadina. Really good. Conscious, direct, but also got the versatility to have fun. So those are my two probably most influential MCs. Most of my performances are community-based events. Right now, we've definitely had some on larger scales, but my overall goal is to not only perform for myself, but to involve the people within the community. Find talent and other people within the community to work with. Most of them are, I work hand in hand with my wife. She does a lot of domestic violence events, and she does a lot of just community-based events to help build up the community, self-esteem, different things like that, and focused on helping people find their identity, find out who they are through whatever gift we have, and mine just happened to be rapping. I've been on my own since I was about 14.
I hope this plays while you tapping your arm for the vein.
Had a rough childhood, somewhat. Kind of got put out, left my mom's house around 14. She made a decision. I ended up understanding with some family. It didn't necessarily work out good. But I just remember being by myself and having ideas of what I thought life should be like. And it just wasn't like that. And it wasn't because I didn't have the options. It was because nobody ever showed me. So my goal now is to show them. I dealt with depression. I had a son at 15, 16. I was turning 16 when I had him. All at the same summer, so I was like a freshman, going into high school by myself, having a baby with no health insurance. I don't know why I put no health insurance in there. I just thought that was important considering the political climate. But, and you can hear that. It's transparency in my music. I put that in my music. I put that in public speaking, everything that I do. For instance, it's a song I had called Still Got It, where I talk about that. And I say,
I remember ice cold nights, childhood and high school fights. I remember being homeless, sleeping in the woods, my lawn was the bright sunlight. I remember popping 11 pills, trying to sleep this pain away. I remember going ham in the class because another little kid
so it just addresses like
but
everything I went through, growing up by myself, the depression, being homeless, in and out of systems, in and out of jails, and all that. So, and it's just always been my outlet. So my goal is to try and minimize and reduce the pain and that struggle for the people that we encounter any way I can. If I can prevent it, cool. If I can help them deal with it, cool. But to let them know that it's okay to be who they are, regardless of their economic status and whatever else. We just want to empower people through a gift. My grind started, I recorded my first project on GarageBand, literally in a closet with a twin mattress up on the wall to reduce the sound reduction. So I did that. It was no mastering. It was a rinky-dink mix. And even over the years since my first real project and my first like full release in 2014, I still record in the same format. Mix and master, it's a sacrifice for everybody, but I'm a father of 6, and I'm a married man who married a woman with 3 beautiful kids, so we're a blended family. So it's not really a lot of money to be thrown around to go into a $100 hour studio. So a lot of it's done at home. We put a good mix and connect with people, get a decent master, and we just go. The budget may stop, but the passion doesn't. So, but that's the grind for me as far as recording goes. One of my favorite songs that I've done to date It's called A Story. It's about my wife who went through a tragic event. She was married, separated, going through a divorce fight for custody, and her husband of 13 years at the time came into the home where she was staying at with her parents and murdered her mom and murdered her dad and proceeded to beating her with the gun. And the kids were present. She was able to push them in a closet, but in the process she was shot in the face and shot in the heart, and the third bullet jammed. She was in a coma for 7 days, and God brought her back. She was healed and was able to attend the funeral and everything. So now my inspiration comes from a different place, and my grind comes from a different place. It's more, I value it, I appreciate it more. Simply because every morning I wake up and I look at, the power and her resilience, her relentlessness, of her to just keep going, and not only just keep going and be mediocre, but to go above and beyond and help other people that's in a situation. So I don't take my music lightly anymore. I understand the power of it, and I also understand the liberty and the blessing I have of just being here, being able
I try to
to
do it like you do it, trying to walk on water, but I feel myself sinking and I miss my daughter. Ain't seen my son in some months and I'm a youth pastor. I know you said in due time, but can you move faster? I don't own this process, I'm just fighting in it. I give my heart to you, please put your writing in it, please.
I know my mind keep racing, in time I'll make it. I'll take it one day at a time. I'll ask God for the patience to God be safe, please sometimes I know.